Yeah, like the target's a little bit different in some ways. Like you still have it to a certain degree, a lesser degree if you're in a coordinator spot, sometimes a lesser degree, but it's still everything starts and stops with you, which it should be. And I mean, I've been scarred up. That's what I'd say. I got lots of scars. Some of them that are visible, some of them that aren't. Some of them are as a husband and a father and a brother, as a coach. Some of them are on the field, some of them are off. And just through again, just being scarred up, going through stuff, going through life has prepared me for the continued adversity. Again, foundationally, I feel like I got a great foundation. I keep the main thing, and I don't sit here and promote, what all my beliefs are, but I think my belief system and foundation of faith and surrounding myself with good people helps me. It's not like, again, I have good counsel too, that's why I hired the staff that I did. And so, decisions are made, many times I'm going to have the final say, but you corroborate with, the people that you surrounded yourself with, good counsel. And so I know I've done that. I have a great deal of peace about that. And then again, I'm from a leadership standpoint, I work at a place, there's nowhere in college football that has better leadership than what we have here at the University of Oklahoma. And so I think, because I think that's important, that, it's not just me, even though I'm up here at the pulpit, I get that. Like, which is, again, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But I just think through, again, you said, through your 23 years, lots of experiences, and some of it has gone very well and some of it that hasn't. But you have, even in those different roles, you've had lots of decisions to make and lots of adversity and lots of failure, Nobody likes it. Everybody loves the mountaintop experience. Nobody likes to be down in that valley. And that's a tough place to be, and which we know. But growth and the improvement process can be very discouraging sometimes. Even so, you're not vulnerable or susceptible or any less susceptible than anybody else. And so through all that is kind of sharpens you up and equips you. And then again, I've had amazing people be great examples. So I've just tried to be very aware of people that have been in leadership positions around me in day to day, and lots of big decisions. Like Bob Stoops that day. So I recruited Rhett Bomar, and so that goes down right on the first day coming back. Had no idea that Rhett Bomar is no longer going to be here, and Paul Thompson's the quarterback, and he's moved from receiver to be our quarterback. It's 2006, right? And I was like, whoa, it's 3 years recruiting this guy. So again, young linebacker coach. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, can't we just suspend him a couple games? And which games? I was thinking like those games, we're in charge. And for me, so like I'm taking you back to this place because I didn't have the answers. I wasn't equipped then. And but Bob, he's like, no, I gave him, and I'm not trying to rake, Rhett back in under the coals, but I gave him 3 opportunities. He was dishonest. I gave him some grace, and he was still dishonest. And I got this team. Bob's had a career of doing what's right, and what a great example that was for me at that young time. I'm like, oh man. I'm kind of like I said, I don't wear those rose color. I'm like, we'll be fine. I don't think like that. I'm like ready, like timber, yeah. And and then I went to Clemson, my first year at Clemson. So we're going to open up with Auburn. Our first game was we're going to play in Atlanta, where I guess Clemson at the time thought we can't beat anybody in Atlanta. There's some curse in Atlanta, like Clemson can't win in Atlanta. I was like, God, why does everybody say that? That doesn't have to be true. But everybody thought it was true. So all spring I got baptized because they had Nuke Hopkins, and they had Sammy Watkins, and they had Jerome Brown, and they had Andre Ellington, and they had Adam Humphreys, and all these guys are like really good NFL players. And I just got baptized all spring, and so we get ready to go into fall camp, and we're going to suspend Sammy Watkins. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, we're opening up with Auburn. So here I am again, same spot. And so I'm raising my hand. I'm like, because nothing. He didn't get arrested or anything else, but he got caught in a bad situation where he happened to be there. And I'm like, we're going to suspend this guy for that? And I'm like, come on. How about the next week? You know, we were playing Ball State or somebody. You know, and but coach stuck with his guns, and it was just another affirmation for me. Is like, you know, I'm trying to help this guy. Not only we sent him once, we like sent him for like 3 games. And so for me, it was just like, and we won anyway. We won 26-19, and we didn't need Sammy. And so it was just a lesson for me. I've got countless examples like that. You know, and I'm telling you, I was on the wrong side of it. It's easy when you're sitting over there as an assistant. You're like, you know. But anyway, I've had a lot of examples, been scarred up, lots of experiences, and so we'll see. And there'll be other opportunities. Like, I'm not going to be perfect. You know, I can tell you right now, there's no perfect person in this program. And we're you know, there's going to be some mistakes made. And again, hopefully I'll respond the right way, you know, when those things happen. But that'll happen too. You know, I'll be on the wrong side. I'm like, dang it, I didn't do that right. Whatever. Maybe it's just coming out of a meeting, the tone of the meeting wasn't good. Or maybe it's responding on the field to a mistake, or I wish I would have handled it, you know, better. And I've had that happen my whole career. My wife reminds me all the time. So,
for more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.